Fish Family Morning Show. We're talking cyber safety tips for kids and families with Joanna Julian. BananaMoments.com is her website. Go there and you'll find some great cyber tips. And we're talking this month about some of the cyber trends for 2014 and some of the pros and cons. What's going on? What are people into?
Yes, well, one of the trends is that the devices that used to be function specific, like you had a mobile phone for communications and you had a desktop for data and stuff, that's not happening so much. Everything's converging, right? So everything is internet enabled. And so you have tablets, smartphones, they're looking very similar. And so that kind of specialization isn't happening. And everything is web enabled, from watches to you have your Google Glass where you can record your wedding as you're walking down the aisle.
Oh my gosh.
Everything is web enabled. And so
Is this helpful or not? What are the pros and cons of all this?
There's great efficiency in that in terms of having access to everything that you would need from grocery lists management to banking to WebMD advice, all in the palm of your hand. That's great. Watches might be able to help you monitor blood pressure or track an aging parent with dementia. There's really great efficiencies there. But the danger is that we wind up becoming very busy and being very task-oriented around the devices. And we're not paying attention to what really matters, right? To the people in our lives.
You should see Aaron and I trying to have a conversation before bed with the phones.
Yeah.
Right in the middle, and then you got to check this and check that, and it's distracting. So what do we need to know before we get the latest gadget?
Well, as we were saying earlier, Jody, we need to really define the role of technology in the home because it'll creep up on you. So to have a family plan for what you're going to web enable, what you're not, what kind of devices you're going to bring in, what kind of how you want to tie your home security, you can integrate the whole thing and involve the kids and come up with a list of criteria for what devices you'll bring in and how you'll use it, how you use the smart technology to make your life better. And if it does make it more efficient to do grocery shopping and to manage carpools, then make sure you take that time that you're saving and give the attention to your children.
So I think the overall thing here is that you need to manage it rather than let it manage you.
Yes, indeed.
And you said to define the role or it will define you. So good stuff and more on that. You've written an article about this and you can find it at bananamoments.com.